Hello, I welcome you to today's lesson. In our previous lesson, we looked at how to answer Oral English Test 1, 2, and 3. In this lesson, we shall be discussing Test 4. Please get your notebook and pen ready and let's begin our lesson on Test 4. Test 4. Test 4 contains 3 optional sentences for you to choose the correct answer from. Among the 3 sentences, the speaker will read one, so we need to pay close attention to know the actual sentence that the speaker will read. Note that all the words in each of the 3 optional sentences will be the same except one. The different words in the optional sentences are words with almost the same pronunciation but different spelling and meanings. Make sure you check the differences among the words in the sentences in terms of their initial, medial, and final sounds. Let's take a look at some examples. This is usually the instruction given in Test 4. Listen carefully. In this test, there are 3 sentences in each group. I am going to read one sentence from each group. Beside the sentence I read, there is a letter. Shade this letter on your answer sheet. Here are 2 examples. This is usually the instruction given in Test 4. Now let's look at the first example. As we can see, this example contains 3 different sentences. All the words in these sentences are the same except the last words. So in all 3 sentences, we have the stress is on the word, the stress is on the word, the stress is on the word. The only different words we have in these sentences are fail, feel, and feel. The first thing we need to do is to identify these different words in the sentence. Then we'll check how different they are in their initial, medial, and final sounds. Looking at these 3 words, they have the same initial sound, they have the same final sound, but the medial sounds are different. Now that we have identified the difference, we need to pay close attention to know which one the speaker will read. So listen carefully. The stress is on the word feel. The sentence I read was sentence C. The stress is on the word feel. Example 2. Which is the word? The sentence I read was sentence A. Which is the word? Example 3. He couldn't say. The sentence I read was sentence B. He couldn't say. Now let's proceed to answer the rest of Test 4.
Test 4. Listen carefully. In this test, there are 3 sentences in each group. I'm going to read one sentence from each group. Beside the sentence I read, there is a letter. Shade this letter on your answer sheet. Here are 2 examples. It was a cat. The sentence I read was B. It was a cat. So the correct answer for example 1 is B. This is recorded by shading answer space B against example 1. Example 2. This team has power. The sentence I read was A. This team has power. So the correct answer for example 2 is A. This is recorded by shading answer space A against example 2. Now get ready to answer the rest of test A on your answer sheet. Start at number 28. Number 28. She said blade. Number 29. I saw a bird. Number 30. He spelled tongue. Number 31. It is a cat. Number 32. He said laid. Number 33. He wanted to see adverse. Number 34. It was held.